I have a turbulent relationship with poo. I mean, I'm not sure if anyone really has a truly stable relationship with it. A pre-warning, this video will contain a lot of poop. Don't worry, it's not like a show and tell, we're not there yet. When I was living in the house I just moved out of, everyone was hanging out downstairs. But me and Jake were hanging out upstairs in my room, and I need a poo. I do my duty for Queen and Country. And upon flushing, this very normal sized poo, it will fit around the U-bend. Doesn't want to go. Flush again, no. Flush again, no. It's just keeps popping to the top. I know moving to the music and strutting your stuff is great and all, but I'm not in the mood for it. I flush about 8 times, and he's not going anywhere. I have 2 options. I can either A, leave it. However, with everyone hanging out downstairs, if someone came up to go pee and they found a poo in the toilet, they know exactly who did that. The other option is to extract it. Luckily, someone had been cleaning the bathroom recently and left a lovely pair of rubber gloves. Beautiful. And I have the tools required for an exhumation. I didn't really plan much. It was just a very step-by-step process, and whatever would happen was gonna happen. And then I picked up the poo. Then I faced the realization that I had nowhere to put it. I couldn't just waffle stomp it. I've read many stories about people throwing poos out windows. The only window in the bathroom was a skylight, so it was gonna go directly up, and it would come back down again. Next stroke of luck, we'd recently bought toilet paper, which comes in a wrapper, so a makeshift sack, if you imagine a poo in a sack, featuring rubber gloves. Now I have the poo in a sack, featuring the rubber glove. Where was one planning to put this? I can't just put it in the little bathroom bin. The only logical step in my brain was to take it to my room and navigate my way through the corridor, through the landing, hoping that no one emerges from downstairs, because they would just find me clutching this plastic sack, looking like some sort of grim Father Christmas. Jake's on my bed, and thankfully the door's the other side of the room, so I clamber in. I'm like, Jake, stay on the bed! And he's just like, what are you doing? There's a poo that won't flush. And he was like, oh okay, I'll go sort it out for you, I don't mind. I'm your boyfriend, I can look at your poo. Then I had to explain to him, don't bother going downstairs. I brought the poo with me. And I hid it behind my back while speaking to him, because I didn't want him to see my shame. So now we start brainstorming. What do we do with the poo and the rubber glove? Again, my natural instinct to throw it out the window. Okay, I have this plan. Got about 4 carrier bags in my room, so I quadruple pack this sack of poo. It's a nice, well, what I'd like to think is a airtight container for the poo. It's about 2 AM, so I'm gonna have to leave the house. I'm just gonna have to go and find a bin. Put this airtight container in my backpack at the time. I'm walking the streets at 2 AM looking for a public bin. I lock eyes, deposit the poo, go back home, and everything is fine. And I tell Jake never to tell that story to anyone, and here I am! Happy holidays, friends. After all this happened, Jake gave me some solid advice. Next time there's a poo floating in the toilet that won't leave, just put some more toilet paper down there so it can dry, and then when you flush, the toilet paper will probably drag the poo away with it. That would have been a lot simpler than what I had to do.